Please stand for the invocation and the pledge of allegiance given by Supervisor Morris.
Let's pray. Our Father, we bow our head this evening. Let us not forget the blessed assurance that we live in America, dear Lord, and the privilege that we have. As we come close to the Memorial Day weekend, let's not forget the unsung heroes, those that have been here to protect us, the Lord, the veterans, and those that have gone before us, that have given their all, that we may have privileges like being tonight, open session. Be with the board tonight, be with each family tonight as they're here. Guide and direct each decision. Thank you for sending your Son. Thank you for salvation. In that name we ask. Amen.
Amen.
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Do I have a motion for the approval of the meeting agenda? Supervisor Morris?
Yes. Okay. We want to remove item 5, the discussion regarding a permanent pump and haul permit from Clarence Newmall at this time. And we have 3 items to add to the agenda. And I'll add this as number 8, which will be consideration of a resolution providing a 90-day extension for payment of real estate and personal property taxes for owners of property where such property was directly impacted by the tornado event on April 28, 2011. And that will be new business, but action will be required tonight. And number 9 would be consideration of a memorandum of understanding between Shenandoah County and the Shenandoah County Department of Social Services for depreciation, allocation, and payment of operating expenses. Again, that will be under new business at number 9 and an action item. And then I want to expand on the closed session to consult with legal counsel regarding a specific legal matter requiring the provision of legal advice by our attorney as authorized by section 2.2-3711A7 of the Code of Virginia. The subject matter of the meeting is to consult with our legal counsel to consider the county's rights and responsibilities with respect to PPEA proposal regarding the renovation of the Edinburgh School and Historic Courthouse. And I move that we change the agenda accordingly, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. Any more discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed likewise? Are there any public comments on new business agenda items only? Public comments on new business agenda items only. Consideration of the consent agenda.
Yes, approval of the minutes of the April 26th budget work session and the May 10th regular meeting. Number 2 would be the approval of the reappropriation request from the April 2011.
Is that a motion?
Yes, sir, it is.
Do I have a second? Second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed likewise? Special presentations and resolutions. The first one is a declaration of local emergency for the tornado event on April the 28th, 2011. Mr. You want to read that resolution?
Yeah, we can sort of do that.
Okay. I have the resolution.
Mr. Chairman, members of the board, please explain the purpose. As county administrator, I'm authorized to declare a local emergency at the time of the event and did so, as indicated in the resolution. That action requires ratification by the board of supervisors. So that is business that the resolution is addressed. You may be appropriate to read it as well.
Okay. Resolution which will be the declaration of local emergency April 2011 tornado event. Whereas at approximately 2:15 a.m. on April 28, 2011, a tornado later classified by the National Weather Service as EF2, passed through portion of Shenandoah County. And whereas said tornado resulted in path of destruction approximately 23 miles long, as much as 4 miles wide. And whereas due to the extent of storm damage, reported personal injury, an imminent overall threat to public safety, and urgent need for implementation of the county's emergency operation plan was determined. And whereas the county administrator, in consultation with the Director of Fire and Rescue, did declare a local emergency at approximately 4:30 a.m. on April 28th. And whereas the assessment of damage and the full expenditure of local financial and human resources has not yet been completed and emergency response activities are ongoing. And whereas the imminent threat to life and property as a result of the tornado event no longer exists. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the declaration of a local emergency due to the tornado that impacted the county on April 28, 2011, is hereby ratified by the Shenandoah County Board of Supervisors, effective at the time of such declaration by the county administrator. Be it resolved further that upon the final determination of damage to public and private property, and expenditure of local resources required to respond to the emergency and imminent and mitigate all responsible threats to the health and safety of the citizens of Shenandoah County, the Board of Supervisors hereby indicates its intention to seek federal and or state financial assistance to the full extent that such assistance is available, and hereby directs that the clerk to the board file with the Governor of Virginia a request that the County of Shenandoah be designated as a disaster area for the purpose of eligibility for aid, adopted by unanimous vote by the Shenandoah County Board of Supervisors at a regular scheduled meeting on May 24th, 2011. So moved, Mr. Chairman.
So moved. Is there a second?
Second.
Supervisor Karen Shepley has seconded. Any more discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed likewise? Resolution number 2 is establishing Endurance Run Week in Shenandoah County. Sharon, would you like to read that?
Certainly would read it in order to make a motion or
Yes.
present it to the.
Well, why don't we make a motion to do it, and then we'll make the presentation.
Okay, so moved for the
Second.
resolution.
Moved and second, any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed likewise? Now, do we have that read?
We do.
And consent, okay. Sharon, would you make the presentation?
Sure, and I'd like to call one of the co-directors of the race, Mr. Ray Waldron, to the front. I take it that Wayne Waldron is the other
She's the other
co-director,
director.
so thank you for being here. Resolution establishing Endurance Run Week in Shenandoah County. Whereas the Old Dominion 100-mile one-day endurance run will take place in Shenandoah County on Saturday, June 4th, 2011, and whereas endurance runners from several different states and Canada will compete in this year's event, and whereas the June 4th, 2011 Old Dominion 100-mile one-day endurance run will mark the 33rd anniversary, now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Supervisors that the week of May 31st, June 5th, 2011, Tuesday through Sunday, is hereby declared as Endurance Run Week in Shenandoah County. Approved on the motion of the minister and voted on unanimous. On behalf of the board, thank you very much for all you do and the tourists who bring in the visitors to our county, not only as well as our citizens. And here's to a sunny weekend, no rain,
Hopefully,
right?
hopefully,
And
yes.
have a good race.
Oh, thank you. We really appreciate it. We have, just to let you know, we have 64 runners as of today. So they will be here with their crews, so we should have 120 some odd people or more. And if you're so inclined, they'll be running through Woodstock from about 3 in the afternoon all the way till 8 o'clock Sunday morning. And we start and stop at the fairgrounds. So if you see people with numbers on running, that's hoorah, cheer them on.
Now, it won't be this weekend, but
It'll be the
next.
first weekend in June.
First weekend.
And
Good weather that weekend.
and good weather. I'm not sure if there's lots of 100-mile races in the nation, and I'm not sure of any others that get the support that we get from the county and from the fire service. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
question. Did you run over tonight?
No, I use an automobile.
Okay.
Because people ask me if I run it, and I say, no, I just organize.
Okay.
Thank you.